it's something that I have, it's something that I was born with, and something that I may always have, may not. I don't know what's in the future for me. Only God knows.
Shaun and I have been together for 10 years. It has affected every aspect of our life together.
Much more now than I did 31 years ago when my son was diagnosed.
I know that it's an inherited blood disease.
Where some of the red blood cells become crescent-shaped, like the crescent moon or a sickle.
It causes pain crises, it affects organs, it affects every aspect of life.
I know now that there's a 25% chance, but sometimes that's a pretty big chance. When Shaun, my son, was born, it was considered to be a critical illness. It's more chronic now. It's 24/7. But most of the time, sickle cell patients are just like everybody else.
I mean, growing up as a kid, I feel like I had a pretty normal childhood. I mean, I spent a lot of days in the hospital, a lot of nights.
Sickle cell affects not only the life of the child or the individual who has it, but their family, friends, everything.
I mean, it's affected every aspect of our life.
Right now, I'm 31 years old. I was diagnosed when I was 6 days old. And my first crisis when I was 10 months old.
I worry about him constantly. It just affects everything.
You see them on the street, you have no idea that they're sick. They're fine, and 5 minutes later, a sickle cell crisis could hit. It's scary for everyone involved, especially the individual. But sickle cell patients are like everyone else, and it's a disease that they can live with and will live with, and they're fighting every day.
Honestly, this is going to sound so white girl, but I knew that it was a disease that affected black people, and that's it.
Find out. It used to be a disease that was considered a black disease, but we know that it's Mediterranean, Latinos, Greek, now actually Caucasians.
It's real. The pain is real.
Whenever I got out of the hospital, I lived a normal life. I mean, I couldn't go out for every sport I wanted to, but I tried my best. I think I did well.
Through the years, it's just become harder and harder to deal with, and laying awake at night worrying about him. When the doctors say he's not going to wake up in the morning.
The first thing I always notice, I wear oxygen, and it doesn't matter if from a small child to an elderly person, they stare. They do. But I would rather they engage than stare.
It's been really rough. When Shaun and I first started dating, he had a crisis maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
It's pretty much changed everything, the way I think about everything.
I guess the biggest call I would give to anyone who doesn't know about the disease, who doesn't understand, is to get yourself checked. It's something that can live inside you, and you may be lucky, you may not even know when you're a child, but it can affect you. It affects everyone around you. It affects all your relationships. It affects your quality of life. Just, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, Mediterranean. Just get yourself checked and have a little compassion and understanding.
As much as you can. If you do have a child with sickle cell, get on the journey, read, get online, find out about treatments and medications. It's important, and it's lifelong.
They're people, and they have feelings, and they have learned to deal with this painful disease that a regular person could not handle. They're truly warriors. It
could be your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your cousin. anyone and everyone is affected by this. Basically, I just want to get the word out